In this video, I'm gonna tell you about your zodiac sign's pet peeve, Aries. Now, Aries is a fire sign and dare I say probably the fieriest one, so it's not that hard to get them angry, but they really hate slow people. Any type of slow movement, like if they're walking behind you and you're walking slow, just get out of their way as fast as you can. Driving also, the road rage is strong with them. Aries are very energetic, very fast-paced people, so anything that's not on that level, they don't want to have anything to do with it. Talking also, people who talk slowly, I'm guilty of this. It's a big reason is my Cancer rising, because Cancer risings move very slowly. I just started talking very slowly while explaining this, but it's a thing, and let's just say I'm not Aries' favorite. The biggest pet peeve of Aries is losing at anything or anyone being better than them at something. If you are playing any type of game with an Aries, even if it's just silly little Monopoly or a card game, and if they lose, it's not pretty. It's very important to them to be the first at everything. They are the first sign. They're very ambitious, very like Mars driven people, so they don't like anyone who messes with that. So if you wanna have Aries on your good side, just try not to win. Taurus. Now, Tauruses are quite calm people. They're very earthy, grounded, stable, but when they do get angry, the ball just comes out and it gets scary. Any type of situation that interrupts their plans, schedule, whatever, it becomes their enemy. Taurus is very big on planning. They take a long time planning things out, and it's very, 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 very important to them. So if you wanna avoid the Taurus rat, don't be late to anything. Another thing is Tauruses really get angry when people are being wasteful with food, just any type of belongings, being careless with your belongings. They get very annoyed. Tauruses are very big on worth. They know the worth of most things, like everything basically. So if you do not respect that, they don't vibe with you. Geminis hate being interrupted. And I know you're gonna say, yeah, everyone hates being interrupted. Not as much as Gemini. Talking is a very sacred action to them. They do it all the time. It takes a very serious portion of their lives and it's on a pedestal. Also, that's how you know that Gemini likes you. If they don't interrupt you ever, they love you. A big thing with Geminis is that they hate repetitiveness, anything boring, anything that's just the same over and over and over again. They need variety in everything and the things you talk about. There's some people who have the tendency to repeat the same stories over and over again, because I don't know if they forget that they have told them, or it's just they think it's interesting to hear it a second time. I don't know, but Geminis really dislike that. Also, going to the same places when you go out with them, like some people have rituals, like they go to one cafe, let's say a cafe, especially, and Gemini does not vibe with that. They will want to try the cafe down the street, the other street, the other street, the other country, whatever, continent, planet. So in order to keep a Gemini around you longer, you need variety. Cancer. Never invade a Cancer's personal space. You should never invade anyone's personal space, but Cancers especially, never. You know, people's personal spaces are different sizes. The Cancer one is enormous, especially if you're not that close with them. Some people have the tendency to go very like up to your face and talk, and that's normal to them. They don't feel like they're invading your personal space, but the Cancer is just dying inside when you do that, because they also don't want to offend you, and they're not gonna tell you. So they're just sitting there having a minor panic attack and like going crazy. Another thing with Cancer and Pisces sometimes is when you call them cute or like you're being patronizing to them, they really hate that. And it's because the whole vibe of Cancer is very like childish and like cute. They look very innocent and sweet. Also sometimes that goes for Pisces, but not always. For Cancer especially, is they look like puppies, like you want to hug them, and they hate the fact that they look like this. They want to be taken seriously, and most of the times they aren't or haven't been in the past because of the way they look. And they're like they're very soft and gentle people. And I mean, like, put them next to a Scorpio, for example, it's the vibe is very different. Leos hate people who copy them. They secretly love it because they know that they're interesting or pretty enough that people want to be like them, so they kind of like it, but they don't want to see it. They love being the center of attention and standing out of the crowd. And if someone is looking like them, not just the looks, anything like using phrases they use often, you know, the ways people copy people, okay? They get very angry because they want to be the one and only, kind of like Aries likes to be first place. This goes for all fire signs. They love to be the first in everything, and whenever you mess with that, you're not gonna be on their good side. A big thing with Leo is that they hate ungrateful people. They love treating family like kings and queens, and also their friends, loved ones, so they don't want anything back except for being grateful. That's their gift from you. And if you just take everything for granted, everything they give you, that's their biggest pet peeve and deal breaker and whatever. Don't tell a Leo that they look tired. Just don't. Also, backhanded compliments, not with Leo. Leos are insecure as much as they look confident. Like, everything goes both ways. If someone can be very, very confident, they can also be very, very insecure. So they really hate anyone poking at their insecurities, even if it's unwillingly, like you're trying to say something nice. But I don't know how people give backhanded compliments unwillingly. You have to know. You have to know what you're doing. It's quite obvious. Virgo, I think, is the queen of pet peeves. They're very perfectionist people, and they hate anything that's not on that level, which goes for a lot of things. Chewing loudly, chewing gum, breathing, sneezing, coughing, slurping coffee, dirty shoes, especially if they're white. The list is long with Virgo, but the main thing is incorrect grammar. Any mistake with the grammar, any little comma that's not supposed to be there or it's missing. People using LOL in real life also gets them very angry. Being a Virgo or being around a Virgo is not easy, so just don't exist around a Virgo, basically. Libras are very tolerant people. Again, like Taurus, they're also Venus ruled, so again, they're very, very calm. But anything that has to do with injustice, a Libra will not tolerate. Cutting lines, someone not being credited properly, a Libra will always defend justice, and they will always speak up when something like this happens around them. Another thing with Libra is that they're very considerate of people's feelings, and they expect the same. So people who are not considerate around other people get them angry. So for example, if you're in a room and everyone is feeling cold but you're feeling hot, so you open the window or turn on the air conditioning. a Libra will not like you. Just be kinder and more considerate of people. Not just for Libra, for the better of all people. Pisces also hate people who are not considerate. Me. I'm a Pisces. I hate that. Pisces are very sensitive and they always know what people are feeling, thinking even sometimes. I don't know. They are quite psychic. And they feel other people's emotions as if they're their own. So if the vibe is not good, they don't feel good. They need, like, they physically feel it. People forcing them to decide things, and especially to decide things quickly. If they have to decide something, they need some times, they need some opinions. But even little things like where to eat, where to go, it's better that you initiate. Scorpio, everyone's favorite to hate. I'm kidding. I love Scorpios. I really like Scorpios. Any type of fakeness, lies, people who put on a face in front of someone. Pick me girls, not around Scorpio. They will call you out also, like loud and proud. Scorpios are also very big on respect and they don't tolerate disrespect. So if you're being rude to someone around them, especially people who do not deserve it, and like staff, waiters, waitresses, you're going down. They will always jump in to protect someone. Sagittarius. I think almost everyone knows that Sagittarius can dish it but cannot take it. It's their thing. We accept them. So if they're making fun at you in a light way, in a friendly way, like not rude, and you try to do the same thing back, it will not go well. People whose turn it is in a line and they don't know their order and are just deciding are not Sagittarius' favorite type of people. Let's just say that. Capricorn. Time and it never being enough, it's kind of a running theme in most Capricorns' lives. So you should not mess with that. Never be late to anything or early also. You have to be exactly on time. I have a very strong Capricorn influence. My moon is in Capricorn and also a lot of other things. I'm not gonna get into it now, but it has a very, very strong influence on me. So I'm speaking from my point of view as well. And yeah, I was very aware of time since I can talk basically. When I was at kindergarten, I hated sleeping time. One, because I was very energetic and could not sleep, and two, I was saying, like, I was 6 years old and I was saying that it's wasting time. I have limited time and I have to play in that time. I'm not gonna use it on sleep. That's 2 whole hours you're wasting on sleeping. Why? Holding a line. Capricorns do some things that limit their movement so they can save time. I'm speaking for myself. I do this. For example, my keys are in pockets. Pockets are very important for me. Like I can't have clothes without pockets, and in summer it's very annoying because it's hot and you can't wear jackets, but I still do. I can't help it. So let's say I have to go out or get in. If it's in my bag, I have to open it, like get in, even if it's organized. But again, the movements are way more than when I just do this and I open. It's ridiculous, but it saves like some seconds, and that's important. Don't judge. This is a judge-free zone here. They always plan their next move. So if you're holding up the line, that means that you have not planned your next step, and that's not okay, because now you're wasting their time. People who undermine their achievements, also that because they're very self-deprecating people and their achievements are the most important thing in life to them. And oftentimes it takes a lot of time for a Capricorn to achieve something because Saturn is a bitch. So whenever they achieve something, that's very big to them, and you should be very respectful. People who call them sweetie, honey, especially strangers, that is straight up offensive to a Capricorn. If you don't have experience with something but you have an opinion on it, you just don't tell it to a Capricorn. Aquarius. Aquariuses are very open-minded people and they like open-minded people. So if you are not, you have no place in their life. They will not tolerate any type of discrimination towards anyone for anything. Nobody should, but Aquariuses especially get very, very, very angry. People who think they're more than other people really get on Aquarius's bad side because they are very humanitarian. For them, everyone is equal, we are all one, and we should respect each other, and no one is above anyone, and that's how all people should live in general. So they like humble people, but they do have a god complex sometimes, which is kind of funny, but we'll not talk about that. Pisces. Anyone, and I mean anyone, who mistreats an animal is an enemy of Pisces. Any type of animal, like don't kill flies, don't kill spiders, just don't. People who don't let their pets get on any furniture, on their couch, bed, are not my people. Any type of unsolicited advice or telling a Pisces how to live their life, what to do, they'll just do the opposite. Being micromanaged and treated like a child, just like with Cancer, but micromanaging, no. Pisces have their own ways of doing things, their own style. They still get them done, it's just a different way. And if you micromanage that, they're not gonna do anything. People who purposely ignore boundaries. Boundaries is a big theme with Pisces, just like time with Capricorn. Be very, very aware of Pisces boundaries. It may look like Pisces have no boundaries, but they have a lot. That's all for this video. Take everything in this video with a grain of salt. It's just for fun. You have a whole chart with a bunch of placements that also affect you, your behavior, and the pet peeves you have. This is just for fun. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye.